For the first time in Vancouver wrestling history, he's brought to the ring in a bullpen card. He's the former WrestleCore Infinity Champion from New Westminster. He's the
A huge opening match here, Jordan. Adam Ryder getting things started just as he did back at our last show at the Commodore in June, NEW for Life, where he competed for the Impact World Championship opposite the walking weapon himself, Josh Alexander.
You are the first wrestler in the history of NEW, in the history of British Columbia wrestling, to make your way to the ring in a bullpen card. Feeling good?
Feeling like a superstar here today. I'm thankful to be in front of each and every one of you. Let's make some noise, man. Come on!
Very nice, very nice. Oh, some Ryder fans. Didn't know your family was in attendance today. His opponent is a member of the Clandestine Society. Not everybody's cup of tea. His opponent is the reigning WrestleCore Infinity Champion, who just happened to take said belt from Adam Ryder just last week. A little bit of friction from Edmonton, Alberta. Such a hockey crowd, I love it. Never changed. Refusing to take his ride to the ring, from the Clandestine Society, your savior, Michael Richard Blais.
This is a big debut here to start us off at NEW 8. The leader of the Clandestine Society, a faction that has dominated professional wrestling up and down the Alberta Indies, has finally made his way to NEW. It's MRB, none other than Michael Richard Blais.
That's right. People have been looking forward to the Savior possibly appearing in NEW for quite some time. It took 8 shows, but he's finally here.
And we are happy to have him. As referenced during his entrance, he is the current holder of the WrestleCore Infinity Championship. That is a title belt that he picked up just last weekend at Lucha Libre Cuatro. He took it off the previous champion, who happens to be waiting for him in the ring right now. And you know that Adam Ryder will be desperate to get some modicum of revenge after his title belt was taken from him last weekend.
No doubt, Justin. Adam Ryder has put together a hell of a resume here in NEW. As you referred to, opening our last show at the Commodore against surprise opponent, the walking weapon, Josh Alexander, for the Impact Heavyweight Championship.
No surprise who his opponent is tonight, but perhaps he might be surprised to be seeing him again in the ring so soon. Barely 7 days after these two men locked horns. In fact, I don't even believe it's been a full week since Blais became the Infinity Champion in WrestleCore. No title on the line here in this one, but certainly some bad blood spilling over between these two gentlemen and Adam Ryder. A new look attitude that we've seen of late from the High to Heartthrob. He's shown an appreciation for these fans to get us started here today.
Well, it's a chicken and egg situation there. Is he showing appreciation to the fans now, or is he appreciating them because they appreciated him first?
I think you're onto something there, Jordan, as they certainly took a shine to him throughout his matches recently against both Von Vertigo and, of course, as we mentioned, Josh Alexander. Michael Richard Blais, a little bit of a different cat, it's safe to say. Calls himself your savior, God's gift to professional wrestling. And he is here to save the masses from their false idol, the High to Heartthrob.
Yeah, if you walked into the Commodore back at the end of June and you weren't a fan of Adam Ryder, that is not how you walked out of the Commodore. He won over a lot of fans at that show.
Save you, Adam!
Michael Richard Blais promising Ryder salvation. He walks in the path of the clandestine society, whose members also include Taryn from accounting, who we're going to see later on this evening, as she challenges Nicole Matthews for the NEW Women's Championship in a triple threat match that also includes Bambi Hall. But right now, Ryder going to work, a little shimmy and a shake and a nice elbow drop to get the physicality started in this one.
So that group will not get a new member in Adam Ryder, at least not yet.
Could still go that way, I suppose. We will see as the day progresses, but Ryder certainly finding his feet, and this crowd is well at his back as MRB just rolls out of the way and hits him with a big chop on the outside. This match taking to the dirt outside the ring.
New meaning to the term warning track.
It might just be a matter of time before they go spilling into the stands here as well, as MRB along the barricade switches spots with Adam Ryder, and Ryder goes spilling over into the crowd.
It is on this side of the foul pole, though, so no points for that.
As this is just the first match of the day, and we are already seeing the action spill out into the stands. I think this will be a common theme throughout this show here today, Jordan.
And one thing I got to mention here, Justin, it is a beautiful day here in Vancouver, but it is also pretty hot. So when they're touching the handrails, when they're being slammed on this metal here, the temperature is not comfortable.
Absolutely correct. Not only does that backdrop hurt because it just landed flat on his back on hard steel, but as you pointed out, Jordan, that steel is just red hot, molten hot almost on a day like today. They are singeing themselves out there.
I will be here to report on the temperature all evening.
Perfect, perfect. The human thermometer, Jordan Bowman. As Michael Richard Blais spills back over the barricade, heading back towards the ring. Colton G trying to take this match back to the safe confines of the squared circle.
Ryder throwing it back. Caught by Michael Richard Blais, looking for maybe a Death Valley driver. Nope. Oh, throat across the fence.
Got him right in the esophagus. That hurts your air intake, no doubt. And might just hand the win to Michael Richard Blais in this one. He's getting vicious right now. Ryder draped on the outside of the ring, being bent backwards over the bottom rope, and another spike to the throat. That windpipe taking some serious damage. Another big uppercut to that throat area.
I have to wonder what adjustments these two wrestlers are going to make after their match last week. I mean, obviously Adam Ryder came up a bit short. Do you feel like Michael Richard Blais is going to essentially run the same playbook he did at WrestleCourt?
Well, he had some help, from what I'm told, in that match, as the other members of the clandestine society, Taryn from accounting, as well as the Rhinestone Cowboy, Stephen Crow, helped him steal that one. And Taryn's got a big match of her own to focus on here tonight. Of course, Stephen Crow has not yet made an appearance here in Nation Extreme Wrestling, but if the big boss, the high chief of the clandestine society, as it were, has already made his way out west, it's got to be only a matter of time before the Rhinestone Cowboy makes his way out here as well.
Yeah, but with where the ring is situated out here in left field, if there is going to be some interference or a run in here, it's going to take a while for them to get there. And I think
Yes.
Adam Ryder's going to have plenty of time to figure out what he's going to do this time if there is some surprise chicanery here at the end of this match.
You're bang on correct there, Jordan. Unless they sneak out of the crowd, that seems to be quicker access than coming from the locker room. But we shall see. What a huge super kick from Blais. And that could be it. Ryder looks like his lights are out. Thez press just going to work with fists to the face. Colton G trying to do his best to keep this one clean. Easier said than done.
I feel like in an effort to keep this match clean with no outside interference, President Rob Fay may have given the photos of other members of the Clandestine Society to the excellent security here at Napanee Stadium. So if they do try to jump up from the crowd, they're not going to let them.
I like where your head is at, yes. We've taken that extra mile with security here today to ensure a clean finish. is. It's Michael Richard Blais who's taking the upper hand right now, and this crowd not liking that at all, Jordan.
Yeah, he went into the crowd before the match started, maybe trying to get a few disciples, and I don't think he had any takers out there.
Wants to be Adam Ryder's savior, probably wants to be your savior at home as well if you're watching this one with us live from Nat Bailey Stadium. NEW 8, and the action continues. Ryder turning the table, some fists of his own.
In my pre-match preparation for this, I did review some of his literature. I'm not on board with a lot of what the Savior's preaching.
How thick is that book of his literature? Is that more of a pamphlet, would you say?
A lot of it is pictures, Justin. Vast majority of it is pictures.
Probably stretches the page count significantly, I would imagine.
A couple pop-up sections.
Oh, yes.
And there's a coloring section, which I did like, I will say.
I like that he's appealing to the children on some level then.
Single knee face breaker and a Pele kick from Adam Ryder.
Ryder has finished many matches with that move before. Will this be another one? Blais able to kick out at 2.5. That was awfully close as it gets, but referee Colton G saying for the time being anyways, Michael Richard Blais is safe at second.
Just doing a couple repeated shoulder checks here in the Neil O'Brien booth, making sure the cart isn't driving out any members of the clandestine society to come help Michael Richard Blais, as he looks to be in some significant trouble here against Adam Ryder.
It certainly looks like he needs the help as Ryder going up top. Will he go for that reverse knee drop? Inverted Meteora, no. Blais able to reverse. What's this gonna be? Ryder somehow able to get a shoulder up after that big drop onto the knee of MRB. Impressive offense from God's gift to pro wrestling.
MRB not being deterred by that close 2 count there, getting right back up to the top rope, looking to hit something. Now taking a little too much time.
450 splash, he hits it, that's gotta be it. How's Ryder gonna stay alive? My goodness, he kicks out. Incredible offense from Michael Richard Blais. And it's stuff like that where, you know, you might just be able to see why people are eager to follow in his footsteps, even if his attitude leaves a lot to be desired.
Look at the disbelief on the face of Michael Richard Blais after kicking out of that 450 Adam Ryder.
Oh, this is our first time seeing Michael Richard Blais in an NEW ring, Jordan. He has disciples outside of the clandestine society. A man responsible for training a good many of the wrestlers currently dominating the Alberta Indies, and a number of names that we've seen here in NEW over the last year as well. Some fire from MRB as he just unloads with shots in the middle of the ring. Ryder finally able to respond with some punches of his own. A big one blocked by MRB. They continue to trade strikes.
Oh, big chop, big slaps, big kicks from Adam Ryder.
This crowd is feeling it right now. The local boy had the advantage for the time being, but Blais is taking it right back at a huge knee strike right into the chest of Adam Ryder.
Nice counter from Adam Ryder, a little hip drag, super kick to the face.
My, the crunch of that impact. That had to hurt. Blais tees him up again, but a cutter from Adam Ryder. Out of nowhere, Ryder has turned the tables, and now he's the one who's looking up top once again.
Adam Ryder feeding off of this crowd here at Nat Bailey Stadium, going to the top rope.
You hear the rumble of the porch out here in left field as MRB gets his knees up. What a reversal from Blais, and he's got the roll up now. A handful of tights, but Ryder's still able to kick out.
Excellent recovery from Ryder there, because not only is that going to impact your back, that is going to knock all the air out of your lungs.
Reversal after reversal on that Irish whip sequence. Is Ryder able to flip off the top turnbuckle? That was Blais, rather, with that final flip. And a big knee strike to the face of Ryder will knock him off the apron, though he hangs on to that top rope for dear life.
Blais giving a look to see out if he's got any new disciples. Still nothing.
Any new members of the society?
Not convinced anybody, no.
I suppose he could start recruiting new members from the BC wrestling scene, given the trips he's making out here. But again, Adam Ryder not counted among his ranks despite the offer he received to start this match. And up goes Ryder once again, that reverse Meteora. Can he hit it this time? He went looking earlier, and there it is. Big splash off the top. Right to the chest of Michael Richard Blais, and a 3 count for Adam Ryder. He secures what might be one of his biggest wins to date here in NEW.
And he gets a measure of revenge against the guy who took the WrestleCore Championship from him not even a week ago. Impressive bounce back, Adam Ryder.
It's not enough to get him his title back, but it's certainly a step in that direction and helps him climb the rankings here in NEW as well as he looks to hold gold in Nation Extreme Wrestling.
What a performance for the first ever NEW match here at Nat Bailey Stadium. The crowd loves it. Congratulations, Adam Ryder. The hits keep